Hey everybody, that's Doctor here. So I thought I'd just talk a little bit about, you know, wearing the appropriate clothing when you're riding a motorcycle. Now I know, you know, some people would say it's full leathers with airbags and best helmet money can buy. And, you know, if you have, you know, a ton of cash, there's no question, yeah. Unfortunately, most people who ride motorcycles, a big reason for that is because they're cheaper than cars to buy and to own and operate. Simple and terrible, that's a different different subject. And a lot of times, you know, you spent your money on your bike, you don't have a lot left for your helmet and jacket and gloves and so forth. So what I'm going to say is try to get the best gear that you can afford for the money. You know, if you're going to spend your money, buy the best helmet you absolutely can afford, because the helmet is the one thing that will save your life. You know, there's no question. Like, there's no question about that. The helmet is the one thing that will save you, that will keep you alive if you fall off. There's no guarantee, but a better helmet is going to be better than a crappy one. Now, the next thing you really got to get is you got to get a good pair of gloves, because the first thing you do when you're going to fall off is put your hands out and hit the ground and try to break your fall. It's a natural human instinct. You watch all the MotoGP guys, you know, and it's really funny because a lot of them know that if they land on their hands, it will probably break their scaphoid bone in their hand, which is like the worst bone in your body to break. And sometimes you actually watch, they realize what they're doing, and at the last second they pull their hands in, so they take the hit on their shoulder or their back or whatever. But it's natural. You're going to try to put your hands out just to break your fall. Anybody who's ever played sports, that's what you do. If you're going to trip and fall, you try to put your hands out. Now, a good jacket, you know, is a good thing to wear too. Just like, you know, proper motorcycle gear, definitely good, and long pants. Now, I know, you know, a lot of riders turn their nose down at jeans because jeans don't offer a lot of protection, but jeans offer more protection than bare skin. Not a lot, but more. In all honesty, the first year I rode motorcycles, you know, on a hot summer day, I was out in shorts and no jacket, no gloves, and I stopped to fill my bike up, and I grabbed the gas nozzle, turned around to put the nozzle in the tank, and I heard a little sound that said, like, sound that just went, followed instantly by an incredible amount of pain. That was my shin touching the exhaust pipe. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the last day I ever wore shorts on a motorcycle. You have no idea how much that microsecond of touching your shin on the exhaust pipe hurt. So, like I don't necessarily wear, you know, leather pants or Kevlar jeans or whatnot, but I always will wear at least jeans. I'll never ride shorts again. Now, the reason I actually started wearing a jacket and gloves and whatnot, because this again was before I started racing and didn't know any better. I was at a bike shop and I had a guy who was the retailer for a large leather manufacturer, was trying to sell, you know, his product to the bike shop, and he happened to be talking about a friend of his who wasn't wearing any protection and had fallen off his bike. And he had a picture of the guy, and he was wearing basically gym shorts, and that was it. And no, sorry, gym shorts and a helmet. And he had a crash, and he actually had crashed, you know, on a country road, and he didn't actually hit the asphalt. He actually hit the gravel shoulder. So like, there's no gravel shoulder here, but basically where the grass is right on the edge was gravel. And he went sliding through the gravel, and basically from his ankle to the, you know, to his up his leg to his butt, up his whole back, his shoulder to the back of his neck, he had the skin just sandpapered off him, something horribly, and he required over 100 skin grafts to get it all fixed. And they were just pictures of him there, you know, with the it was after a couple of skin grafts, and I looked at that and walked over and bought a jacket and a pair of gloves and ordered a set of leather pants and riding boots, because I went like, okay, I'm not doing that. And that was all it took for me to realize that you have to wear the proper protective gear. Now, once I was racing, you know, you completely understood it, but when you first started riding, you just, you know, when I first started riding, I thought, you don't even need a helmet. But then I took a bug in the forehead when I was riding my dirt bike, and it made me a firm believer in full face helmets. And I still, to this day, do not understand how these people ride Harleys with open face helmets with little beanies. But they do. So I'm just saying, you know, you try to dress as best you can with the equipment you can properly afford. There are places that sell discounted motorcycle gear, you know, end of the line stuff, where a new model, like a lot of times a manufacturer makes a pair of gloves, and then all of a sudden they make a new set of gloves. So the old line, which there's nothing wrong with them, they're still good gloves, they're just being discontinued. You know, so sometimes look for deals like that. We have a place up here, I think it's called Zendeno Cycle, that sells a lot of inexpensive leather and synthetic riding apparel. Sometimes they're 50-60% the price of the major manufacturers. Now the difference is, if you have a pair of Alpinestars gloves and you hit the ground, you know, depending on how hard you hit, they just might be cosmetically damaged. Where the cheaper gloves, they might be completely destroyed, but your hand still survives. But it's better than having the bare skin hit the asphalt. Talk to you later.